Hey, Bursey Bears! It's Malak.
And Gwen.
Welcome to the fourth episode of the podcast. It's finally May, which means spring is here.
It's about time, but do you know what else is May?
What is it?
Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, that's right. There are so many different things people do to celebrate their moms, or mom figures. After all, they do so much for us.
Yeah, so what do you do for Mother's Day, Malak?
Well, I usually bake things like cupcakes, or this one time I made cupcakes a couple years ago. I did not know how to make frosting, so it basically just tastes like sweetened butter. It was really bad.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and I also give her breakfast in bed. It's the best to be wakened with nice breakfast.
Yeah, it is.
So what do you do for Mother's Day?
Well, my birthday is a week before, so usually we rush to get a present, and then my brother and I will make cards for my mom, and since my brother's very humorous, he tries to make the funniest card ever, but he's not that funny. Sometimes we'll go out for dinner or breakfast to Starbucks or something.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Anything would be nice for moms.
So, that time you made cupcakes, what type of cupcakes did you make? Or what type was it?
I remember making vanilla cupcakes and then dyeing them pink, but then they turned out to be a really bad red color, and then they just looked like blood cupcakes.
That's interesting.
These were some things that we do to appreciate our moms.
There are also a lot of different types of moms, too. Like a mom who adopted kids, moms that are adopted themselves, or kids with caregivers like grandma or an aunt.
That is right. There are lots of different types for sure. Now let's see what other people's traditions are for Mother's Day. So we have a few students we're going to interview for today. And the first student we have is Sophia from grade 4 in Miss Hancock's class.
Okay, so Sophia, we're going to ask you a couple of questions. So the first question is, what important woman do you celebrate for Mother's Day?
I usually celebrate my mother.
That's good.
So do you usually make your mom's presents? Do you buy them? Do you have a sibling to make it with? What do you usually do?
Well, I have a little sister, but she's really young, and I usually try to make a gift for her.
Well, that's really sweet. What are some things you usually make for her?
I try to make a card, or try to make some other creative things.
Time for the third question. What are some traditions you do with your mom?
Well, I don't really celebrate Mother's Day, but I try to spend some time with her and try to help her around the house and watch my sister and stuff like that.
That's nice. Do you guys usually go out for dinner or go out for breakfast or lunch?
No, not usually.
Well, thank you, Sophia. That was some really nice things that you do with your mom for Mother's Day. And here is Lydia from Miss Goad's grade 6 class.
What woman do you celebrate for Mother's Day?
Usually I celebrate my mother, but I also celebrate my grandmother. But because she lives in another country, it's a little harder to celebrate.
Yeah, that must be tough.
So, do you make your mom's presents?
Yes, I do, but sometimes I buy them if I can.
That's good, switching between crafts and buying them. So, what do you make?
I write cards for her, but I make paper crafts, and sometimes I will paint something or make something out of clay.
Do you, have any traditions with her, like going out for dinner or anything?
Sometimes I make her breakfast, like pancakes with fruits. And I also like to make cake with her and cupcakes because that's really fun.
What's your favorite type of cupcake?
I just like vanilla. Sometimes we'll make chocolate.
I like vanilla too. Vanilla's the best.
Yeah, vanilla's really good. I take vanilla over chocolate any day.
Yeah, my brother's obsessed with chocolate, but I like vanilla better.
Vanilla is good and chocolate is too, but chocolate with strawberries is definitely the best.
Alright, thanks, Lydia. Now we have Ethan from Mr. Yam's grade 8 class.
What important woman do you celebrate?
I celebrate my mom, and I also celebrate Oprah because she's my queen.
Oprah's pretty good. I'd see why you'd celebrate her. So, do you make your mom presents? Do you buy her presents? What do you do?
It's sort of in between. I do both, like not in same years, so I can probably buy a present. The next year, probably make it. It's pretty random and spontaneous.
Random's good. Having a bit of both is always great.
Do you have any traditions you do with your mom? Do you go out for breakfast or dinner?
Well, we usually just invite other Chinese moms that are family friends, and we just party that entire day.
Nice.
Do you
That
like-
sounds like a good Mother's Day.
Do you make any food or anything?
I'm a horrible cook, but I try to.
Is there one Mother's Day that really stands out to you?
Not really. I mean, they're usually the same thing, but they're all pretty unique in their own ways.
Alright, thanks, Ethan. Alright, now also from Mr. Yam's grade 8 class, we have Jack.
Okay, Jack, what important woman do you celebrate for Mother's Day?
Mainly, I would celebrate my mom.
Okay, cool. So, do you make your mom's presents? Do you usually buy presents? What do you do?
A lot of the times, I would make the presents for her, such as crafts from school or just on my own time.
Do you have any traditions you do with your mom at all? Like going out for dinner, making her a card in the morning?
Honestly, not really.
Alright, that sounds a pretty nice, relaxing Mother's Day.
Does she ever like make you spend time with her?
Not really.
My mom does that.
That's nice.
Do you do anything nice for your mom at home, like help with jobs?
Yeah, I think it's nice to do the work for her since it is Mother's Day after all.
That's nice. Alright, thanks, Jack.
Wow, those were all great examples of what different people do for Mother's Day.
I know, right? Let us know what you do for Mother's Day down in the comment section below.
That's it for now. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode coming soon.
Bye.
Bye.